Good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon when I'm shooting this. It's morning for y'all. I'm back in Allison's Adventures in Wonderland. I did get this off of Amazon. You could check your Barnes & Noble, see about that. I'm not sure. We've been coloring along using our basic kid grade Crayola pencils. So I did put all my pencils back in color order in my book, and then I wanted to grab my swatches here and show you something that I do at the very end. Now also, when I was doing my book, I found that I had some metallics in the Crayola. I think there's like 6 or 8 of them. Yes, there's 8. So, and they are fairly metallic. I don't know if you can tell. But anyway, what I want to show you is back here in the very back of my swatches. I do little areas, like that's other pencils, purples, because there's not a whole lot of purples in here. So I just did one of these so that if I needed it, I could go to another set and pull those. Let's see, this is what I want to show you for today. So something I do, it's not as bright in here as usual, so I'll turn on that. See if we can do that without getting a glare. So this is when I'm swatching and want to know what's really going to look good together. And then I write out the name so that I can remember what it was, so I can find it again the next time. And so I did this for her hair. And then I thought, well, I really like it better like this, which is the same colors but no copper. So today, that's the colors we're using. Let me see if I have any other swatched colors in here. Nope, I don't. I do in my Prismas. I have some different ones, just colors that I know I like together. And so it helps me save a little time if I ever have to go looking again for colors. So I have Harvest Gold. This is going to be for the lightest areas in her hair. You can see right along here is where they have the least amount of shadow. So that is evidently where the light is hitting. Normally you would do it up here across the top, but because that's where they have less shadowed area, that's where we're going to put it this time. And that, I believe, is her ear, so I will have to go back and grab my skin tone and do that ear later. So I am going to add a little here to the top just because I want it to look sun-kissed. My next shade that I added for her hair is Tan. What I'll do is just come back up into the color I previously did with this tan and get the next areas that are more open. Hair is not real hard. You want to go the direction that the hair is growing. You want to keep it kind of choppy, but yet soft, if that makes sense. So, anyway. Just letting this go into that previous color. Let it really overlap in there some. Because we don't want her to look, I'm not wanting my Alice to be just a blonde. So I don't want it to come across that way. There we go. And then back up here. You can see I'm not being overly careful with this. All right, the next color I added is going to be light brown. And again, these are just the regular over school supply area colored pencils. It's nothing special. See, I'm going to take this and go ahead and go over everything, but I'm going to scoot way back on my pencil so that I cannot push down hard. What this is going to do is knock back that yellow. Coming on down. Just going across that. I know this is different. This is different than what I usually do here also. It's just because of the shading in this book, it's an easier way for me to go ahead and get this color in there. Now I'm going ahead and putting all this in this color, this light brown. Yeah, I've not done any of the hair in the rest of this book, so this is my first time trying these colors together for her hair. Yeah, I know I forgot to put the second color over here in this area. That's all right. It's going to be a no fuss page. Knocking it back a little. By layering the lighter first and then this over the top, it gives us that brightness without it being in your face. I hope that makes sense. So this is more or less going to be her hair color. Just get it all in there. It's going to take some time. And every page she's in is going to have her hair. Well, I'm not sure if the one where she's peeking out the attic or the house, I'm not sure there's a lot of hair in that one, but the rest of them. Then I'm going to move over to regular brown. So now I'm going to be doing the edges leading into the darkest. So see how this is real dark? This is leading into it. So I would do this area. Could do this coming out of it. This is where we're going to get some depth. Just put some along here. Don't do the V's. You know how I always go in and do the V's like there. Don't do those yet because that's what we're going to use that last color for. And that's where we're really going to get the depth of color in her hair. I need to stand up in a minute and look through the camera. See what it's looking like. And this right here is the book. This part right up in here. So don't think it's her hair going on over. It's not. Whoops, just broke that lead. Even holding this far back on it. That's all right. Glad I was done with that one for now. So now I'm coming to dark chocolate. Now I'm going to come in here, really grip on my pencil good, and get all those darker areas. Do you see how much deeper all that is already than what this section is? How it's got that depth. Are go any bigger? Nope, that's as much as it will give me. So now is when I'm going to start going behind certain areas. Go in these V's. Really going to get some depth going on in there. Don't be afraid to make your darks really dark. It's going to make your light areas pop a little. Now, can you see a difference in this and this? So, just getting in there and getting those dark areas really, just push them back in there, make them dark. If you're looking to get depth in your page, that's how you're going to do it. Just really push that dark in there. Without darks, your lights are going to look a little bit flat. Okay, they're going to look more one-dimensional. But by getting these darks in there, we're really going to get some popping. See, now that looks like it's underneath this because of how dark it is. Okay. And then you can come in and put some strands, follow some of those little pieces. There's nothing wrong with that. Just keep it very loose. And I won't do any of this up in here. I don't want that to get darker. I can go ahead and make this darker because it's a shadow on the side. Do a little bit there. Then do all the way over here because that's around the side. So that's basically it. The hair is not real hard. Just remember to keep it loose. Keep it, I mean, she's outside playing, so keep it, if it's a little tangled looking, it's okay. Now when we get ready to do her mama's hair, we're going to be a little more careful because mom's hair is smoother. Okay, let's see in the book what color they have for mama's. Mama's hair's got, oh see, she has more yellow in it. I did her darker. So, but that's okay. It just really depends on the look you're after. So that's what I said, I don't always go by what the front of the book has. A lot of times, I'll change it up some. If I wanted to make it just like the book, I could just go by the storybook. So, yeah, use your imagination some. So, like I said, that's basically it for her hair. And ready to move on. Let's see, where's another one with her hair? Oh, I was going to show y'all. See, there's, and see, I'll have more of the lights right here on this page. Let's see, what was I going to show you? On this page, this area is lighter, and this area is lighter, and then right up here. Look where there's not as much shading. That's going to be your lighter areas. Let's see. Oh, and wet hair. Wet hair is generally darker, so keep that in mind when you do this. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. We have time. I'm going to skip my first color. I'm going to skip that Harvest Gold and go straight to tan. And my lightest color will be here. And up here. Yeah, when your hair is wet, it presents itself as darker. So, there, that's the lightest areas. All right, then going over to the light brown. Just put it in there. Make sure you've got a good point on your pencil when you go down to do those little hairs that are hanging down. Let's go ahead and sharpen that pencil up if you need to. All right, and then to brown. I'm just streaking that through some. And again, the work you put into it just depends on how much you're really wanting it to look realistic, or more lifelike, maybe is a better term. Yes, I sharpened this pencil when I was off screen just a second ago while I was talking. And then I'm going to the dark chocolate. And that's these areas that are shaded the darkest by the artist when he did the pages in the book. All right, and then I would probably call that it for her wet head look. So, all right, let's keep going. So parts of this are not going to take long at all. See, there's no hair there. That's the scene in the cottage. She's peeking out through the attic. See, all this in the back is going to be the lightest area. That's what I was going to show you there. That's what that ended up like. I ended up not doing the background just because I don't want to do the background of all the other pages. So, and this is going to have lots of the lightest shades in here where it's all light. So sharp pencil tip, blend those colors. You know how. Harvest Gold. Go the direction the hair is growing. If you need to do it in sections, do it in sections. Don't come across and just, do the whole thing if you're trying to get this look, because you won't be as happy with it. See, I'm still going the direction that that hair is growing, the direction that it's swinging around there. Okay, and then you would take your next color, and I've named the colors. You've probably got them written down by now. Okay, see, we're just going the direction that that hair grew, the direction it's flowing. And because we're up close, the hair may actually look a little bit lighter in this page than it has on some of the others. So you have to consider that too as you're coloring. Where are you looking from? Is it closer? Is it further away? Is it wet? Is it dry? Are there shadows from a hat or something on it? I know, it's like there's always something to think about, but it's helpful things that hopefully help you to get that depth in your page. If any of you are on Coloring Books Keep It Clean and you're doing these pages, I would love to see what you've done thus far. So yeah, we have Work in Progress Wednesdays, or any other time for that matter. You're welcome to post. I would love to see what you're actually doing on your pages, especially in this book. That's going to be a problem all the way through. Oh, you didn't tell me I was off the page. Okay, so I'm just still doing just that one section, so maybe that part was on. Sharpening again, and I think that this is the standard brown crayon for Crayola, so I probably have another one somewhere in backup, but till then I just want to try to get this brown on there. I know, and see, anytime it's like that on one side, but I've got pencil on the other, so I know I'm not scratching into the book. So it's all right. But I just want to get this one section finished off so you can see how it goes. Now see, this is going underneath here, so it needs to be a little bit darker down here. There we go. And then I would go to my dark chocolate. Do these V's. Do these areas. I can go up through here. Come down this side. Just anywhere where it's really dark, that's when you want to put this dark chocolate in. Okay? Like I said, don't be afraid of color. And just keep working on it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go dig out a different brown pencil because this is going to drive me crazy. All right, that's it for now. I will see you in a few days, hopefully. All right, bye.